Right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for another video today. Today we're gonna take a look at, sorry, just need to get my notes and stuff here. So the screen out, okay. So this is the second time recording this. Something happened in the first time. The mouse got stuck on something and then just threw everything out. Right, so back to the video. Right, today we're gonna take a look at life is war, right? This concept that life is war, it's a conquest. You gotta fight for your life and what you want. I agree. As a man, you gotta fight for your life. You gotta conquer yourself. You gotta conquer everything in your life. Not necessarily going to wars and war, but any of the challenges you do in your life, anything you want out of life, you have to fight for it. So as a man, your life is going to be a war. It's going to be player versus player. If you think about life, about the life you really want, whether that be like a 007 kind of life or just a regular life, it's going to be a competition or a battle to get these things. So let's take a look. The first part we're going to look at is woman, right? Woman in life and how that's going to be a battle or conquest in a sense. Not necessarily the woman will be the conquest, but first, if you want a girlfriend or a wife to share your life with, that's going to be a battle in many ways. Remember, there are a lot of guys fighting for her. So you gotta beat them, player versus player. You gotta beat them. Then after that, you're gonna have to battle to keep her. To getting her at first is first battle. Then you're gonna have to battle to keep her, grow the relationship. And that will come with a lot of trials as well, a lot of learning there. You'll have to level up relationship wise and learn about relationships. You're gonna have to learn how to work together instead of apart. You're gonna have to figure out what is the male-female dynamics in the relationship. Such as boundaries, trust, all these kinds of things. You're gonna have to figure out as you go along, get the skills, level up, and these are all gonna be like player versus player. Gonna be conquest. You're gonna have to fight to get all these things that you want. It's not gonna just land in your lap. The next part that I'm gonna take a look at here in life, that's gonna be a war, is your job. If you are wanting to work at a certain job or a career, that's going to be player versus player, as there are other people who want that job as well. They might have a better resume, they might have connections, so you have to really fight to prove yourself that you can do the job. Or even if you want to be self-employed, depending on the kind of business, you will also be competing for clients, views, whatever the skills that you need to get into that marketplace. There will always be something or someone better than you at that skill. So you always have to keep fighting to make it and to become successful. It's basically you have to outlast the other person. Another concept or another thing you would have to fight for in your life or conquer is cash or money, right? So you are also at war for resources. You are at war for status, right? Sorry. You will have to compete and prove your value to the marketplace, to the world, to whatever, for the money or the the money you want. The more money you want, the more you will have to prove your value in the world against others. Bigger problems you'll have to solve. You know, the more value you bring, or a bigger problem, as I said, you solve, the more money will come. This is the same with status. You will be fighting others for status in everything you do. Right? As a man, if you can show that you are competent, problem solver, authentic, have people who trust you, come for you for some advice or guidance. This will all give you still from status, and it will give you more status. But you would have to fight to prove it and to become the man required in order to have these. The next thing that I would say you're trying to build or trying to conquer, or trying to build, you have to fight for to establish it in this world is, as a man, you want to build an empire in your own domain. So you'll carve out your own little piece of the world. Like everything else, this will be a massive battle. You will be fighting for trust, resources, as I said before, good people, competing against others that are trying to build their empires. And also, it's not all competing. You'll also have alliances, and you're gonna have enemies. Life is war. Life is a conquest. One big conquest. If you can conquer yourself first, well, I would say if you can conquer the self, you'll get a massive advantage in life. But yeah, all of it is player versus player. You're trying to build a life, your ideal life. You're trying to get all the things ready for it. So yeah, I would say that's life. Life is always about, for a man, is about conquest, right? What is it you want? Fighting for it, getting it, going out and building it. An empire, whether that be family-run business, whether that be anything. You want a piece of the world for yourself, right? And for your family and friends and your community, essentially. I thought it was just a very interesting concept, as I've been very interested in, life is a game, as an MMORPG. It's time to level up. Um, that's kind of my concept at the moment of what I'm thinking. And life is war. I mean, you gotta fight for what you want. No one is gonna give you everything or give you what you want out of life. You have to prove your worth to life so that you'll get it. That's it for this one. It's a bit of a shorter one, I think. Just something I was thinking about. Life is war, player versus player. Go out and conquer it. Conquer the world, your world. Yeah, carve out a piece of the pie for yourself. That's it. Let me know what you think down below. Maybe you have some more examples out of life that you had to fight for. I'm fighting for a better relationship with my wife. I'm fighting for a better financial situation. I'm fighting to raise my son correctly, right? These are all battles I have to do. I'm fighting to learn and to build my own knowledge and understanding and wisdom. I just want wisdom at the moment. And that all comes to the battle. But yeah, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.